All right, hello and welcome. Thank you all so much for being here. My name's Otis Landerholm. I'm the founding attorney here at Landerholm Immigration, A.P.C, where we fight for your American dream. I want to talk about this new Biden Parole in Place program for the spouses of U.S. citizens. It's said to go live on Monday of next week, the 19th of August. All right, so let me make that smaller. So what this says is that spouses of U.S. citizens will be allowed to be paroled in place, meaning they'll be allowed to get a document that says that they've been legally paroled into the United States without having to leave. All right? That's what parole in place is about. You're in place here in the U.S. You don't have to leave. You don't have to present yourself at a border or at a port of entry right now. You can just do it while you're here, just without, you can apply directly to the Immigration Service. You can get this benefit if, as of June 17th, 2024, if 1, you're married to a U.S. citizen, 2, you have 10 years of continuous physical presence in the U.S., 3, you were not lawfully admitted or paroled into the U.S. before, 4, you are not a threat to national security, public safety, and you have no disqualifying criminal history. And 5, if you merit a favorable exercise of discretion. Now, there's the 6th one at the bottom that we're not sure yet. We're going to see what the regulations say when they come out on Monday. And that is that maybe they're only going to take cases if you're, quote unquote, otherwise eligible to adjust status, meaning no other inadmissibility grounds. Okay? We're going to see if that's a thing. If you can get the parole, you can get it for 3 years. You can get a work permit through the parole, and you can apply for adjustment of status if you're eligible. Got it? So then who does this help? It helps spouses of U.S. citizens who are eligible. Estimates say there's 500,000 people in that category. And it helps the children of those people who are unmarried and under 21. There's approximately 50,000 people in that category. You got to first win parole, and then you can use that parole as your basis to allow you to adjust status without leaving the U.S. This is great news for people who are in the process of building or in the process of applying for the I-601A waiver, because the I-601A waiver is never guaranteed or guaranteeable. It's a long process, 3 to 4 years sometimes. And it sets you up to leave the country and do a consular process outside the U.S., which is always risky, all right? So much better to avoid that and to apply for a parole so you can stay here in the U.S. You don't need that waiver. It also saves a lot of cost, all right? You still have to show you have a legal and bona fide relationship with your spouse, and you have to be admissible in order to be eligible for a green card through marriage, as always, or eligible for a waiver of any ground of inadmissibility, okay? The process, at least as we know right now, now they're going to be opening this starting on Monday, but as far as we know right now, the filing fee is $580. Step 1 is to create an online USCIS.gov account, all right? My office can help you coordinate that, and we use our online account as well, all right, to do it with an attorney. You upload all the evidence and information. You want to be cautious about what evidence you're submitting. You want to be cautious about the way you're filling out the information. You want to review it with the attorney. You want to hit the submit button. Then you'll get a receipt. Then you'll wait for a decision. And we should be able to apply after Monday, August 19th of 2024. Okay? Problems to anticipate. Number 1, this could face legal challenges in court, which means you might go through all this effort, upload all this stuff, get your receipt notice, get it on file, and you might never receive the benefit because it might be subject to a lawsuit. Okay? And 2, depending on processing times, the results of the November election could completely undo it. You got to know it. Lawyer, what are the risks? Let's talk about the risks. All right? You want to talk through the risks depending on your specific situation. If you're otherwise eligible for an I-601A waiver, and if you don't have a deportation order, if you don't have other serious immigration problems, then in my opinion, the risk is low. Okay? The risk is low. If you're eligible for an I-601A, great, file the parole in place. If they deny it, who cares? You just move forward with your I-601A process. Okay? But you've got to know, right, that you are submitting information to the government that you're in the U.S. in violation of immigration laws. All right? If Trump were to win, or if enforcement priorities were to change, that's where the risks can be the greatest, right? If enforcement priorities change, and now they're going to put you in deportation proceedings because you've signed some statement that you entered the U.S. without being inspected and admitted or paroled, which is you have to, all right, to get this. It's kind of like DACA was back in the day. You have to sign saying that you entered without inspection or, or admission. They can use that information against you eventually. All right? And if you've got inadmissibility, fraud, crimes, alien smuggling, unlawful presence bars, false claims to citizenship, etc., that's where the risks go even higher. And so you're going to want to talk that through very carefully with a lawyer first. Okay? So what if you're not eligible? Look, there's going to be 10 million plus people or more, right, that are not eligible for this. So consult with a lawyer about other options. I was talking to a client just earlier today that was calling about this parole in place program. She's married to a U.S. citizen. And it's like, well, hold on a second. Maybe this isn't the best option for you because there's something else, right? In her situation, it was a U visa, right? Now, she could potentially try the parole in place, right? And then maybe even adjust status through it, except she's got some challenges with her admissibility issues. Whereas the U visa can waive the inadmissibility challenges that she happened to have. And so you want to talk through your situation carefully with an immigration lawyer because you want the option that's going to be the wisest, best strategy for you to really resolve the issues that are in your case. So what other options are there? I mean, there are lots of other options. Asylum, U visas, family-based options, including waiver-based cases, court-based options like cancellation of removal, etc. You want to military-based options. There's others that I haven't listed here. You want to talk these things through with an immigration lawyer so that you can be clear, okay? So what can you do right now? The best advice is to get clear about your situation. If you appear eligible for this, take the weekend, gather your proof of your 10 years of physical presence, your proof of your marriage to your U.S. citizen spouse, all right, both the marriage certificate and the bona fides of your marriage. Whether you appear eligible or not, let's request, receive, review all of your records, all right? And let's really get together and determine the best strategy for you. That's all I got for right now. Thank you so much for watching this. If my office can help you in any way, we'd love to help you, okay? My name's Otis Landerholm. I'm the founding attorney here at Landerholm Immigration, A.P.C, where we fight for your American dream. If you are eligible, if you know you're eligible, if you're already our client, and if I know you're eligible, maybe because we're already doing the I-601A process, like, let's go. Let's file this thing. Let's file it. Let's have you be at the front of the line so that if we could get your case approved before the Republicans file some lawsuit challenging this thing, that's the way to do it. Anyway, thanks a lot, you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.